Meghan Markle here.
Today is March 2nd, 2026. It is 12:43 a.m. This is video number 3. I'm just continuing. Let's go on X. So this is the first tweet. While Susan Sarandon is cancelled in Hollywood for her stances on Palestine and Spain, the exact opposite is happening. The huge ovation for Susan Sarandon upon receiving the International Goya. Let's listen. 30 seconds. I didn't know she was cancelled. I know I haven't seen her in a while, but I didn't know she was cancelled.
Thank you so much.
Muchas gracias.
Thank you.
Let me go look, see if I could find her speech. I would love to hear what she says. Let me pause for a second. Okay, it took me a while to find it. What I was saying is what she sort of said back in 2024 or 2025. I'll go search for it again and share it with you. Maybe one of them, because there were a lot. But this is the one I went to look for. Okay, video Goya 2026. Susan Sarandon thanks Sánchez and the Spanish artists for their moral clarity. It helps me feel less alone. This is the thing, what these Israel people done. All right, they position themselves in every form of, like I usually say about the royal family, all bases of decision making. They flood themselves in those areas, the arts, politics, music, you name it. So they try to control everybody, especially in Hollywood. So when somebody says something against Israel, they cancel you out very quickly because they are the decision making. And this is what African American needs to do, own their shit. All right. Before they used to have what's that that station, BET. I think they sold it at one point. I think I spoke about it. BET. What was Jet Magazine, and there's some other black owned type of things that used to have, and then they sold it. So black people need to own their thing. We could learn from what the Jews, white Jews, have done. Okay, they own their thing and they control it. All right, so let's listen to this. I went to look for it, so let's listen. It's 1 minute and 18 seconds. Screenshot, okay?
I love Spain.
Adoro España.
I especially love Barcelona.
Sobre todo me encanta Barcelona. Me encanta.
I love your art. I
Vuestro
love
arte.
all the amazing museums.
Todos
I love
los
the
museos
architecture.
maravillosos,
I love
vuestra
the people.
arquitectura,
I love
las
the food.
personas, la comida.
And
Y
these days when the world
estos días en
is
los
so
que el
dominated
mundo
by
está tan
violence
dominado
and
por la
cruelty,
violencia, por la crueldad, yo
I look out and I see
miro a mi alrededor y veo
your president,
a vuestro
so many
presidente
of your artists
y a
speaking
muchos
with such moral
artistas de
clarity.
este país que hablan con tanta lucidez moral.
That it helps
Tanta
me
lucidez moral que me ayuda
where I am in chaos
donde yo estoy en medio del caos de la represión. Esto me ayuda a sentirme menos sola, me ayuda a sentirme que soy parte de una comunidad mayor. y os lo agradezco desde lo más profundo de mi corazón.
As I was listening to her, what crossed my mind is that because right now the US is looking very bad, okay? Very bad with what Trump has done. It's people like that who stand on moral, ethic, and when they go outside of the US, they maintain their moral clarity of integrity to speak what is right. This is what will give us hope when individuals go outside, especially if you have position, you're well known, you have a platform like that, and you still stand with what's right. This is what will make, the country little at a time will look better, because there's so much to say, because a good portion of Americans are blind. They don't see the foundation of the immoral that many of these people are making the country look. It's very sad, very sad. But, especially if you have a platform, morality comes into play. Your integrity comes into play. Speak the truth. Speak what's right for humanity. People will see too. Let's go to the next one. Oh, I did say, let me pause for a second and go search, maybe if I go back, some of the things that I was seeing earlier. There was one in particular. I think it was this. Nope, not that. Okay, let me pause. Okay, so this is one of them. Because when you think about things, because as human, we're supposed to be somewhat connected with each other. Because if you are in trouble, and you will need another human being to come and rescue you. So what these people are doing, bombing other countries, people who need help, pretty much. They want you to turn a blind eye and be on their side. And if they could do that to another group, what makes you think they're not going to turn around and do that to you? This is the morality of things. Because the careless within these people, the lack of empathy, it's like mind-boggling. And by the way, the other thing as well, since I have it, I'm thinking about it, the shift, the morph, okay, that the Jews, how could I put it in a better way? Maybe I'll create a video for my members for this, because I've been thinking about it. It's not proper for this video. It will be like a continuation of this video I have for my members. So let's leave it as that. Let's listen to her.
Please understand that this is personal now. This isn't only about some strangers in the Middle East. It's also about you. It's about your rights. It's about your freedom to speak out against the criminality of your rulers. It's about the kind of society you want to live in. It's about the kind of future that you want for your children. We are not separate from what's happening in Gaza. As hard as we might try to make ourselves feel that way, Gaza is here. The waves of blood are lapping at your doorstep. The dead and mutilated children are strewn about your living room and kitchen. They were placed there by the powerful people who run your government and its allies. There's no getting away from it. Gaza has been brought right to you and laid at your feet. And now it's up to you how you're going to respond to it, unquote. Alana said that we're tired. A lot of you are tired. We'll all get tired. And it's possible to get discouraged, but we don't have the luxury to be depressed. And I'm probably going to cry when I read this, because I do every time. I take out my Howard Zinn. I hope most of you know who Howard Zinn is. And this is something that I keep with me at all times. To be hopeful in bad times is not just foolishly romantic. It is based on the fact that human history is a history not only of cruelty, but also of compassion, sacrifice, courage, and kindness. What we choose to emphasize in this complex history will determine our lives. If we see only the worst, it destroys our capacity to do something. If we remember those times and places, and there are many, where people have behaved magnificently, this gives us the energy to act, and at least the possibility of sending the spinning top of a world in a different direction. And if we do act, in however small a way, we don't have to wait for some grand utopian future. The future is an infinite succession of presents, and to live now as we think human beings should live.
Wow. Yeah.
Please understand that this is personal.
It's done. It's done. It's repeating. A couple things came to mind. One, I'm thinking, if I was in these people's place in Gaza, knock on wood, I never experienced this. You see, the people, they had a life. They had objective. They had ideas for their future. And this happened to them. And they are stuck. They are stuck under some tent. They cannot go anywhere. These guys are bombing them, shooting at them, carelessly laughing. Put yourself in their shoes. What will you... Who's gonna come and rescue you? This is the thing I want people to understand. If you were over there, you had a map or you had an idea what your future will be. You're working toward it. I remember at the beginning of the war, there's this guy. Israel bombed his house. The guy was, I don't know if he's still alive or not. May God rest his soul wherever he is. He was crying like a baby. He said he spent at least half of his life to build the house. And he just finished it. And they bombed it. The guy was crying like a baby. I just felt it. I felt it. So how many other people within Gaza whose life have been pretty much wiped out, they had a future to help society plug the connection of whatever human being, whatever skills, knowledge that they had, God had given to them to come in this earth to help solve our problem. And these people just wipe it out. Just wipe it out. And they don't care. This is the thing as well. They do not care. They enjoy doing it. Knowing what we know now about the Epstein file, where they're making people, they're chasing people, hunting people for fun. I could see these things. This is what these people enjoy doing. And I could see, there's a video that I saw, this military Israel guy was just shooting and laughing. Didn't even look where he's shooting. And in the background, you know, is the Palestinian there. And he's laughing. He's laughing. This is the careless. I don't even know what word is that. The only thing I could see is just monster. Monster. For them to do that. And to have someone like Susan risking her career. And I know not every actors, they might be in many films after that video. Look at the screen. Maybe I'll play it for you because I have the video of it, where she was protesting for the studios to give them health care, to increase their paycheck and stuff like that.
Your favorite things that you've been watching for years, and you know those actors that you go, oh, there's that guy on that show. You may not necessarily know their names. You may see me on the show. You may not know my name, but you've seen me on a lot of things. Those actors are working class actors. We're literally working paycheck to paycheck. It takes $26,000 to qualify for your life health insurance for SAG-AFTRA.
So not many actors, even though they appear in a lot of movies, they have the funds, but they risk it for the voiceless. So this is what I see with Susan Sarandon here. Okay, I haven't seen her lately until I saw that video. But anyway, I'm done with this. Let's go to the next tweet. Now, I see LOL from this serious topic, and I'm seeing LOL. Okay, so what they're basically saying is that all the people and organizations helping in war zones and refugee camps are irrelevant unless the British royal family endorses them. Are they implying that this vital work somehow threatened the monarchy? Okay, they're making reference to Harry and Meghan, who went to Jordan and did the things that they did. There's a lot of things I haven't shared with you because I was very busy, but this is what this is making reference to. And I think this is video number 3. I've been recording for a while, so maybe in one of those videos there's some reference to it. Threaten the work of government? How? I mean, it's like the world's supposed to be on a standstill for this royal family to do something. And we know they don't give a shit about people. So what the hell? These people, they need to go with their freaking stupidity mindset. Willie was in Saudi Arabia prior to Harry and Meghan visiting Jordan. What stopped them from dropping by to Jordan? Meghan and Harry donated $400,000 or pound toward the work in Jordan. And someone mentioned in one of the comments from past videos is that maybe the government knew that Harry and Meghan were going to go to Jordan, so they quickly told the royal family that, and they made that trip. I don't know. There was a time one of the squad looked at the royal family's schedule. I don't know if this was there way before, or if it's all of a sudden once they were aware of Harry going to Jordan, then they made that trip. William, that is. But what came out of William's trip is the connection with the guy who's in the Epstein file, where he enjoys seeing people's torturing. Alright. And then I believe some money was given to his charity. Yep, that's how insecure they are. It makes the West look bad. So the Rangers are trying to twist it. True, 100%. Thumbs up. Alright, let's go to the next one. I have so many more recordings. Alright. As for Meghan, Heathrow shall remain good for layover. You can demand their return as much as you like. So the UK is probably asking for them to come back. Okay, so this is the only response here. Somebody's dancing. Next one. This is JTB. I didn't listen to it yet, so let's see what he has to say. Let's pause. Okay, Samantha Markle, when was that posted? Okay, this is old, 2025. Forget it. Okay, I'm not gonna play it. This is old. I don't have time to edit. I'm looking for anything 2026. I didn't see that. Because when they said Samantha, I was like, wait a second. It appeared on my timeline. Maybe someone that I follow retweeted it. Alright, next tweet. Okay, so this is March 1st. Woolworths still sells those crap women gossip magazine. The latest Women's Day says the royal family is falling apart and desperate William is making frantic secret calls to Harry to save them. Naturally, I moved the mags to the front for maximum visibility. What is that here? Okay, she put it in front. Desperate Will, secret calls to Harry. There they are here. I'm telling you, the squad. This is not the first time the squad be doing things like that. Either they hide or they hide it. Okay, Harry and Meghan will be absolutely fools if they allow the British royal family to use them as human shields against scrutiny for their stupidity and protecting pedo Andrew. They need to stay far away from Shutter Island until Invictus or until pedo Andy is vitally locked up. Anything else will be self-defeating. There's the laugh here. I think I love you. Nonsense. That's an ad. Let's go to the next one. 2 more and then that will be it for this video. Let's pause that. I used to like Emily Michaelis. Is that the way they pronounce her name? But the last few times I've seen her on this show, she's come off like a shield for King Charles and that family, keeping on their good side, being a pick-me for when if this comes to a resolution. This is only one response. I suspect she sold her soul for money. Let's go into that. Let's pause it again. Charles has done as little as the late Queen to bring transparency to the institution. I don't agree with that. News agents disagree on King Charles' approach to his brother Andrew Mountbatten-Windsor. Okay, so let's listen. They knew and said nothing. Yeah, I believe they knew. It's in their DNA. Alright, let's listen. 2 minutes and 44 seconds.
He has done as little as the late Queen to bring transparency to that institution.
I don't agree with that.
Well, what has he done?
Well, let me see what he's done.
Well,
Okay, we're all talking over each other.
what has Charles done differently as king than his late mother?
Oh, I think you could argue he's done
I think
quite a
he's
lot.
done
Like
quite a
what?
lot. Well, I
Well-
think the stripping of Andrew's titles.
Well,
I think
he
that
had no choice but to do that, John.
Exactly.
Like, he had no choice.
No,
The
but
Queen
he's
would have
had
to do
very
that as well.
limited time,
So-
and he's had cancer, and
The
What
Charles
has-
story,
what has
I
he
think,
done?
with Andrew began a lot earlier than we realise. And if you go through the Epstein files, you understand how angry Jeffrey Epstein was when he was alive that Charles had intervened to take the trade envoy role away from his brother.
Where's the inquiry
cali-
into his brother? We have had 2 statements, a grand total of 2 statements from the king about his brother, and we do not even know, because they have not deigned to tell us, and no one has asked them, why he's taken the titles away. Is it because he thinks that Andrew is guilty of something, or is it because he's doing it for PR for his family? He's never said. Don't you think?
Well, essentially, he said, my hands are no longer on this. If the police need to investigate him, go ahead.
This has been going on for 15 years, and they've never once, apart from the
They've
interview
never
you
done
did
it
with
publicly.
Andrew.
So-
I think they've. I mean, I totally agree with you. They've never done it publicly, and you could argue that that is very much owed to us now. But I don't believe that it
has Charles
hasn't been
done?
going
But
on.
Lewis, this is the
But
change.
we don't know.
But Lewis, this is the change that I think that is coming.
Well, I mean, everything's changed. Everything's changed
Yeah.
in the last 6 months. You
Because-
can see
Well,
that.
because
the briefing we
the
got
questions-
when Andrew was arrested, the briefing we got from the royal family, which I could not believe was the briefing, and it was carried across the broadcast, is business as usual for His Majesty. Really? Business as usual? His brother's just been arrested? Business
Because
as
you don't want him to
usual?
step in on a police inquiry, presumably, right?
Yeah, I mean, okay. I mean, I thought that statement from the king was as icy cold towards his brother as it was
all
possibly
smoke and
be,
mirrors.
where he kind of says, you know, I'm very concerned to hear about the arrest of Andrew Mountbatten-Windsor, as if he was absolutely nothing to do with, you know, as if it was the arrest of Fred Splinge in Bolton.
We hear constant briefing from the palace. Sources close to the king, sources close to this. They could answer any sort of basic questions, as you raise, Emily, about the money, about the 12 million, about whether any inquiry has ever been held, and why they have taken his titles away. They have not. For all of this talk and vibes about the king being a more modern figure and reforming the place, he has done as little as the late Queen to bring transparency to that institution. That is just a matter of...
I don't
So-
agree
so
with
this
that.
is-
I
so
don't
this
agree
is
with
the-
that.
Well, what has he done?
Well,
Let
you
me-
see what he's done. He's done everything the last 6 months to say, come and get
To
Andrew
protect
if you need
himself
to.
and to protect
Where
about
did
the
he
royal,
say
but he
that?
hasn't done. He hasn't. Those
Well, that's
three
your
questions-
interpretation of why
Lewis-
he's done it.
well,
Okay.
but Lewis,
I mean,
I do-
that's
I-
no
well,
more than yeah. Okay.
Well,
Okay, we're all talking over each other.
Okay, some
He has
further
done as
repeating. Okay, so let's leave that alone. Making excuse for the... Anyway, and he still have police protection. Next tweet. Opinion. If Queen Elizabeth protected Andrew Mountbatten-Windsor, despite knowing of claims he, there's the R word here, RAPED, a teenage girl, the monarchy is no longer fit for purpose, writes Bernard Keane. Alright, so there's that. Indeed, there's that, there's all of this. Alright, let's go to the next one, and this is my last one for this video. And then the next video that I'm gonna talk about has to do mostly with the war, and there's a lot of TikTok videos on that, and there was a lot, and I left some. Alright, BBC Royal reporting, when they told you the monarchy was dangerously stretched and got a bit tongue-tied, at the suggestion they actually asked questions. Alright, let's listen to this. 24 seconds.
Well, I think Catherine's illness, her absence from frontline royal duties is a huge blow for the palace. The slimmed down monarchy now looks dangerously stretched. The king, as you say, unable to do quite a lot of the public duties he would have been expected to fulfill. Prince William, well, he said he will return to royal duties in the middle of next month when the children go back to school.
When was that? When was that said?
the King and Prince William are not under investigation, are they? It's Andrew who's under investigation. He's been arrested. What would be the legal premise for the King to be appearing before journalists and answering questions? I don't understand.
Why is there a legal premise for the head of state in a democratic society? Why is that a legal thing for them to stand in front of cameras? You know, this guy should be accountable to us. The idea that they can just simply breeze past and not say anything is for the birds. No, this is the problem that they have, that they think that they can carry on as normal, and they're all...
This is from the UK. So there's that. Dangerously. Oh, okay. Oh my, what would we do if there was no one to cut ribbons or rig at the BAFTA? Is royal correspondent the most pointless occupation in the world? Abolish the monarchy. Don't give a F if the lot of them vanish off the face of the earth. They're making it seems like they are the most important. It's like they like air, water, and things like that. So they have to make it seem like they are important. Like the previous video where the guy was asking, what have they done? Oh, they've done a lot. Did this, removing the title when he's still a prince. Is that imaginary thing? Let's leave it as that. So that is it. The next video, when I start again, I'm gonna record whatever I have here because sometimes I don't have time to record, but I have a few seconds to just edit some stuff. So we're gonna start talking about what happened to Ivan. Okay, so this will be the first tweet. So that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. That's it.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life.
You are all in this together, and if I may speak personally,